Hello and welcome to ProtoMet Reviews, and I'm finally getting around to talking about this after Brian challenged me to do this back in December, I want to say? It was probably December. Anyway, in the mid-90s, Mattel created a toy line to compete with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which was itself starting to decline in popularity due to the rise of Power Rangers. To advertise this toy line, Deke Entertainment created a television series based on this toy line of the same name. This line was Street Sharks. So, is Street Sharks a worthy successor to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or is it just another flop, a flash in the pan? Something like that. And what's the plot of this show?
After their father goes missing, the four Bolton brothers go to his assistant, Dr. Paradigm, in hopes of learning more about what happened. Unfortunately, Paradigm is the one responsible for their father's disappearance after he stumbled upon Paradigm's illicit genetic experiments. Paradigm then captures the brothers and gene slams them with shark DNA, transforming them into anthropomorphic sharks. After the brothers escape, Paradigm frames their father and turns the public against them while secretly continuing his gene-slamming experiments to create underlings loyal to him. With the help of their father's students, the Street Sharks work to clear their father's name and stop Paradigm, who accidentally injects himself with piranha DNA, from gene-slamming all of Vision City.
This show is pretty terrible. None of the characters are very interesting, and the Street Sharks themselves cause so much property damage in the early episodes that it's no wonder that the public is mistakenly on Dr. Paradigm's side. Ugh.
Now, I'd like to talk about each of the Street Sharks individually. Unfortunately, after they get turned into sharks, they really lose any individuality they had when they were human. Aside from Streaks being the generic skater guy, and Jab being voiced by and sounding exactly like Ironhide from Transformers Energon. And the only other regular good guy is basically the token human for much of the series, with other characters popping in and out without any irregularity after Season 2. On the villain side, aside from Dr. Paradigm, or Dr. Paranoid as the Street Sharks call him, are the Seviots, Paranoid's minions. They're also pretty generic to the point that Season 3 dropped the first two that Paranoid created without any explanation, just replacing them with the next two created. And then there's Shrimp Louie, a Seviot introduced in the first episode of Season 3 without any explanation whatsoever. Seriously, why would a brilliant scientist like Dr. Paradigm create a minion out of a shrimp of all marine creatures? Speaking of Season 3, that's really where the show takes a nosedive in terms of continuity. The first two seasons, for as bad as they are, have some pretty solid continuity between episodes, forming a pretty linear story. Then Season 3 just jumps around from story to story. Season 3 also randomly introduces the random musical numbers, popping them into random episodes right in the middle of the story for no reason other than padding.
Aside from the basic premise of the series, there really isn't anything that makes the series unique. In fact, it kind of feels a little too much like TMNT for comfort. Just doesn't stand out on its own.
And then late in the third season, the writers shake up the plot in a big way by introducing two groups of alien dinosaur characters. The villainous raptors, who plot to turn Earth into a raptor paradise at the expense of everyone else, and the heroic Dino-Vengers, brash and frankly unfriendly super soldiers with Captain America-esque origins.
And these new characters were inserted to advertise even more toys, this time the Extreme Dinosaurs line. And then they got their own spin-off television show, which means that I'm not yet done talking about this. So, next time on ProtoMet Reviews, I'll be talking about Extreme Dinosaurs.